Today on the channel, we get a first look at a brand new line from Latoonie. It is the wrestling Toon Stars, and we're kicking off the line with Andre the Giant.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Latoonie unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got something cool, a first look surprise drop here today, April 1st, 2026, with the wrestling Toon Stars, Andre the Giant. And of course, for all your Latoonie needs, hit up latoonie.com. Tons of figures, tons of different sizes, all kinds of stuff going on over there all the time. Very hard to keep up even at this point, but a lot of good figures. And we've unboxed a ton of the Latoonie stuff on the channel. A lot of big rubber guy LJN style figures, as we do know, but now they're taking aim at something totally different with a more rock and wrestling connection from once upon a time, as we all remember the cartoon, Hulk Hogan's cartoon back in the day. And that's what this Andre the Giant looks like for me here. And I can't wait to dive into this one. And I got to give credit to Latoonie working in silence behind the scenes and having this as a no April Fools, but it is a surprise drop here on April 1st. And I'm very fortunate that Latoonie thought of me to get one of these out to me a little bit early to take a look at here. So we're going to check it out together, and we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Now, this is a great idea here because, you know, the rock and wrestling cartoon was a little bit before my time as a little kid. I just wasn't quite old enough to get into it or know of its existence or know what was going on in the world. I was too little, but I have seen all the episodes later on down the line, and gotta be honest, I probably would have loved it if I was a little bit older because I love wrestling, but it didn't knock my socks off as a little kid watching cartoons, especially compared to the G.I. Joes and stuff. But that being said, very iconic and very iconic designs for all the characters from the show. You got the JYDs, the Iron Sheiks, the Nikolais, the Captain Lou's, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giants, and so forth. Just a very fun idea and one that is screaming to be in a toy line. Now, there was I don't even know if it was a third-party company or it was like a guy on Etsy or what, was trying to make these figures a while back. I don't know whatever happened with that. They seemingly disappeared, at least off my radar. But now we got Latoonie diving into this. Now, the biggest thing that I hate about it is they're not going to be able to do this whole line because they don't have access to Piper and Hulk Hogan, et cetera, et cetera. But the talent they do have access to, they can do it, and that's what they got with Andre the Giant, as we've seen Latoonie make a lot of Andre the Giant figures over the last couple of years. But let's dive into this one and see what all the fuss is about. And you know there's always fuss when there's a new wrestling figure. Now, this looks like it would be extremely heavy because look at the size of the card. It is thick, heavy card back material. You would think this is very, very heavy, but I don't know what this is made out of. I guess we'll see when we get it, but this is a very light packaging. So it's not like their traditional LJN style figures. It is a lot lighter. So some kind of different material being used in this one. Some new packaging, but hallmarks of the past. Always be Brandon. You got Latoonie up there, wrestling Toon Stars. Collect them all, it says, and we'll get to that here in a second. Poster down below, LJN style, Latoonie style. And then you got Andre looking like he stepped right out of the cartoon. And we'll do some comparisons later in this video just for the heck of it along the way. And then on the back, you got the old collect them all. Look at that. And there's Andre. And who's he holding? Well, it's the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Now, we knew about that one. He's shown off prototypes, he being Latoonie. Obviously, Ric Flair not in the cartoon back in the day, but obviously of the same time period and kind of works in a weird way. So we'll see that Ric Flair. But the Macho Man, I don't know if we've seen that in the past, have we? And Macho Man, that's a very iconic look for Macho Man. We've never gotten action figure form. So Latoonie stepping up on that one. Only available at latoonie.com, of course. Collect them all. Looking very good. But now it's time. It's time for me to put on my Bill Nye the Science Guy hat. It's time for me to be like Mr. Wizard. It's time for me to get Andre off the card, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Andre the Giant coming off very easy. I'm going to stick that here. Now, you do got that protector in the back we've seen with Latoonie, protecting the figure. See you later, goodbye. You got the plastic. See you later, goodbye. And then it's time for the poster. And as a little kid in the LJN era, I had all these on my wall. You do got Andre the Giant. Look at that. Looking pretty darn cool. Looks like Andre straight from the cartoon. Stick that in my poster pile is what I'm going to do. I do save the card backs. I'm not sure why, but I do. See you later, goodbye. You'll shuffle off to the side. But now we got Andre here. And as I said, pretty darn light on this one. I can only imagine if this was true big rubber guy LJN style, this would be extremely heavy being a big Andre figure. And let's be honest, nobody's playing with these. This does have a different feel to it. It feels basically hollow on the inside. It feels very hollow, but it's not like, think of, it's almost Easter time. And of course, Andre's got his Easter wear on here. So you think of Easter eggs, you know, you're going out in the yard and you're trying to pick up your Easter eggs and stuff. And then, you know, you pick them up and you pick them and you turn them and you open them and there's candy in there. There may be some change in there. They used to put loose change in there. Those are the eggs you wanted. It kind of reminds me of that. It almost feels like he could break off. It's kind of light like one of those. I wouldn't say it's heavy at all, but it doesn't feel cheap. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Those plastic eggs you squeeze them, they break. You can squeeze this all day long. It does have a little bit of give to it, but this isn't going to break or anything. It's not, but it is extremely light, especially compared to everything else. So this is honestly something extremely brand new here. And I mean, by the looks of it, it feels like it would be in the LJN world universe, but you could classify it as something different because it's made totally different than those. So that is cool. And you know what they say, constant learning, constant improvement. I don't know the cost on making these, but going forward, these could be cheaper to make. You could more mass produce, make more funds. I don't know, but I do like the looks of this thing. This is totally different than anything else I have in my collection, and maybe you as well. And it's a line that is very untapped, as I said earlier. It's very memorable. That's never been done, and now we're having an opportunity to. The only caveat, once again, is we're not going to be able to get all the figures we want to have in this style, at least as of right now, unless they go away from their WWE Legends deal, etc., etc. But Andre looking good here, looking like that giant from the cartoon. Got those big mutton chops here like a young Mike Nesmith. Shout out to Mike Nesmith. He's a real one, of course. Got the long curly hair going on. You got the purple? I'm going to learn my colors one of these days. Pink? Is it pink or purple, Todd? It's pink. It is pink here. Pink collared shirt there. He's ready to go into Club Grayskull if he needs to. You got the big suit jacket over the top in a very crazy teal color. And it almost makes me wonder, because back in the 80s, you guys know my dad. He's been on the channel. It's been a while, but he's been on the channel. 6'8", of course. You can't find clothes that fit you. So sometimes you get shirts and stuff that are really wild and crazy because that was all they had in that size. And maybe Andre had some of that. But it was the 80s once again. Is he hoping to get a spot, a walk-on role maybe on Miami Vice with Don Johnson? Of course, Lieutenant Falcon, as we know, and the rest was history from there. But interesting look here. Very pale skin tone, and Andre was never that tan, I don't think. He was always a paler guy. But he does look like he's reaching out to shake your hand or pick something up from you. Looking pretty good. Fist of Fury down here, though. So if things go haywire, he's got that all balled up, ready to go. Got some big old trousers going on up there around the belly. And then you got some big brown shoes with the pink socks. Very fashion forward on the pink socks. Looking good. Latoonie on the bottom. Always be Brandon. Now, obviously, there's no articulation at all in this. This is basically akin to a statue. If I was a kid and I was getting this to play with, got to put that up there in the Rick Rude universe. There's not a lot of playability with this guy, honestly. But I don't know anybody that would be playing with this. It's not even wrestling gear, Andre the Giant. It's street gear. It's cartoon gear, Andre. So he would probably be more at home just sitting on your shelf is what he would do. That's going to happen for me here. But I got to tell you, for what this is and what this represents, I think this is very fun. There's so many different wrestling toy lines going on right now. You got to make yourself stand out and you got to try to do something different. Now, trying to do something different is a danger because guess what? You might fail. You might not recoup your cost, but nobody else has done this as of now. And I think that's pretty a cool idea to be the first to kind of try to attempt to make a line of this style action figures. Now, me personally, I'd prefer it to be lined up with the 80s cartoon. Obviously, we see Ric Flair already going to be entering this line. He kind of feels like it works, but you can't be doing modern day talent in this. I guess nobody says you can't do anything, but for me personally, I'd like to see it to stick to the early 80s staples going forward. But for what this is and what it represents, this is a lot of fun. If obviously you don't have a history with the cartoon, you don't remember the cartoon, you didn't like the cartoon, whatever, it's not for you. Not everything is for everybody, but this is different. And I have so many figures in my collection. When I get something different, it's extremely fun to get something different. So I really like this Andre the Giant for what it is and what it represents. Can't wait for the Macho Man and the Ric Flair, honestly. And we'll see where it goes. Where do we go from here? I know he's got like the Warlord. You can't really put the Warlord in this line. So not sure. We'll see. We'll stay tuned on the channel. But for the first pass, this Andre, I like the looks of it. I love the secrecy drop. April Fool's Day. Here you go. No fooling anybody here. Won't get fooled again like a young John Entwistle, Roger Daltrey, Keith Moon, and Pete Townsend. The Who? Maybe. But it does look good. But we do got Andre again. How about that Andre? Some of the different Andres from latoonie. Look at that size difference. So if you're aware of this one, you know what you're getting yourself into. And then your standard kind of latoonie scale, I got Inoki right over here, getting ready to do another Inoki unboxing. You can kind of see how that is. And Andre, obviously a giant, going to be bigger than your traditional ones here. I always thought this Andre was a hair big personally, but this feels like it works, at least for me. I don't know. You guys sound off in the comments though. What's your thoughts on this? You have any interest in a rock and wrestling cartoon line from back in the day? It feels weird if you can't have Hulk Hogan in that line, and I'm shocked Mattel hasn't done something about this along the way. I'm shocked Mattel hasn't thought of doing this line, honestly. We'll see where it goes in the future, though. You never do know. But I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on the Andre the Giant latoonie figure here today. Is it a pickup, a pass, a long game, a no game, and I'm not so sure game? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, early access to all the videos, glamour shots, Q&As, giveaways, you name it, and your best way to support the channel. Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for Andre the Giant, Toon Stars, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?